What up? What up? What up, everybody? I just we in here, we in here, we doing our thing. So I want everybody to get in here, get in here. What time is this? 12:31. Been up since 7 o'clock. I don't sleep much. Um, I just want to get in here and talk about a few things. Let's talk about my Washington football team. There's rumors that they trying to get Kenneth Walker. They can't try to get the Jalen for from the Eagles. Okay, I don't get excited over rumors. I never have, never will. Thanks for the likes. What's up, Jimbo? Who's- I'm good. I'm good. What's up, Gilly? I don't get excited over. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you, Chris, coming in. So I don't get excited over rumors because, no, as I said, Kenneth Walker come to Washington. That's big. Ayuk come to Washington. Washington is in free agency gonna get the Eagles. Jalen. I don't get excited over rumors, and I leave that for people who got nothing to do. I mean, you can't get over something and get over. I mean, excited over something that hasn't materialized and just a rumor. I just don't do that. And I do want to address one thing about people, and I've been saying this for a while. If I'm a Washington fan, but people say I don't know my team. I know the players on the team, but when they shit, I I don't want to know them. So I won't call their name. So my mindset is, hey, if you can't tackle, if you can't block, what is the point of me knowing you, knowing your name, what your position is? Don't care. So in my mind, I block you out. I block that play out and forget their names on purpose because I don't want to know if you can't tackle, if you can't cover, if you can't block. I don't care if you can't catch. So Washington's re-signed Trey Burke, made a great catch in the end zone. Maybe that's what they gave him 1 year extension. I don't know. So Washington got a lot of things going on, this, that, and the third. I see the Cowboys, and I try to talk about the Cowboys, but Cowboys put a tender on Aubrey and was close to $6 million. Close to $6 million. Tender, anybody want to match that 5.7 something million? No. And the Cowboys can't match it, they get a second round pick. Well, that's Momo. Mark lied and said that the Cowboy was going to get Max Crosby. I don't think he wanted Max Crosby. I don't think he wanted the draft picks. That's the way he wanted. I was in his chat last night. He did not want Max Crosby because he said it'd be a waste of time him going to the draft, and it's in the third day they ain't got no picks. If they would give them two number one, number 12, number 20, they wouldn't have no picks maybe to the fourth round. Yes, I agree with you, Chris, and I'll get to that in a second. So Aubrey, so they got to match the offer and the team like that. I'm saying close to $6 million is a hell of a lot for a kicker. I'm just saying, I think $6 million for a kicker, that's crazy. I just think it's a lot. I think anybody pays that price, that's crazy. Oh, okay, Gilly. I hear you, Gilly. So I just think it's crazy and stuff like that. As football fans, we can um, do certain things, cheer for a team, buy the buy the gear for the team. And so I get it. So when that thing came down last night um with the Ravens getting that player, I'm personally out. Here's my thing about this. I look at this in a way basketball has done and stuff like that, or even football. If you the best player, what's up, Bobby? What's up, Jimbo? What's up, everybody who came in here? If you the best player on one particular team, if you the best player on your team, and y'all ain't winning, y'all struggling. But when you go into another team who got better pieces and got some good players on that team, you're not gonna stand out. That's why I don't even want to Crosby, because Crosby doing this because he's the best player on his team. Does that mean when he goes with another group of guys, he's going to flourish because he was the best player on another team? If you got a bunch of sorry folks on one particular team and you the best player, and then you go on that said other team, it's a big difference because you're not going to get the sacks you get. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. The schemes, they going to coach you different. The nutrition is going to be different. Everything about it is different. So I have always seen this, because you're the best player on a bad team doesn't mean it equates you going to be the best player on a good team. It doesn't work that way. What Gilly, I'm saying, what Gilly, Chris, we need cornerbacks and free safeties. Des will come. Okay, I hear you. I was, hey, brother, hope all is well. Just checking in. Busy at work, but just say hi to everyone. All right, Oscar. I appreciate you coming in here. I appreciate everybody in here. So hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I really appreciate it. So all this movement with the kicker getting crazy money, I don't care how good you kick the damn ball. You're not worth $6 million, close to $6 million. Audrey is not worth $6 million. He just not. No kicker is worth $6 million, because end of the day, I can use that money for something else. Now, I put on my thing. I put on my thing on my headlines. Hey, football bust. And and then people. I heard somebody last night in Lloyd's channel. Shout out to Lloyd and the crew. Let me say. I heard on Lloyd's channel, and they was saying, I'm angry. Why do I watch football? And this, that, and the third, about why I don't watch football, why I'm so critical of the NFL. Hold on for a second. Okay, that's the Capitals. Okay. Here's the reason I am so critical of the NFL, and I see things that people are blinded not to see. Because we sit here and watch football, and we sit and just get blinded by what the NFL does, and get brainwashed what they say, what they do, where they got the new rules, they do this, they do that, and we get caught up in the salary cap. The NFL can raise the salary cap high as they want it to be. They just do. And I do. See, the thing about me, I know things behind the scenes, what these owners claim they don't make, like that. And I always say they make billions and billions of dollars revenue. That's what they bring it in, not including the other stuff they own. Not the other stuff they own. And so I as an individual who watches football and love football, I see that football is deteriorating for my eyes. So when you put up rules that depicts players, let me get this right. Let me tell you, get for the offense only. But there's no rules to come back to offense versus defense. There's no level. There's no 50-50. It's all 100. We got to get the offense these rules. We got to do this for the offense and never for the defense. The product suffers. I personally don't want to see a 45-43 game. That's video game numbers. That's it. To me, if you want to see a 45-43 game or 56-52 game, that's not football. And you don't know football. Football is not up and down, up and down, up and down. That's not football. That's not how football is. It's strategic. So, I just know people don't see because they love their team, they love the NFL, and the NFL has totally did a great job convincing y'all guys that this is a great product. How's it a great product when y'all sit here and call players great? And that's what bothers me most of all. It really bothers me that y'all really believe that some of these players in this league and some of the quarterbacks in this league are great. All very good. If I had a Madden type of rules and played video game Madden and NFL doing another version of Madden on a real life field, yeah, that's what that is. Is there defense? Yes. But the defense could be better. Only select teams got a great defense. Now, don't get me wrong, they don't always call those calls the NFL wants you to do. Now they put up a rule where they can go in the booth and flag them. People on the field if they don't make the calls, they'll make it for them. Football is an anomaly. Oscar, CZ, what's up? Hey, CZ, how you doing? Let me look at these comments. I'll comment on this. Jimbo, money. You can say President Trump says college sports are in deep trouble. Bro, did you just spit in your drink? Spill your drink? Nah, I thought I did, bro. I didn't spill it. It's on my wallet, and I thought I spilled it. My drink is not spilled. I appreciate that, though. Definitely ain't spill. It was almost spill. I'll give you that. Momo, who's going to be the first NFL team to score 60? I don't know. And what I will say about, and that's why I'm hesitant when people talk about players, like the biggest problem, I have these debates all the time with my real friends in my real life. And some agree and some disagree. And when I say on here and go on other content creators channels, and I say Tom Brady is not the greatest of all time, and people look at me side because they don't understand what I'm talking about. Tom Brady is the greatest of the rules changes because the rules benefit him. When players and quarterbacks, wide receivers don't fear getting hit or getting hit hard, what does that do? If you got no fear, you can run through somebody, run through a brick wall. No, Tom Brady doesn't fear to get hit because the rules is on his side. He knows he's going to get a penalty or unnecessary roughness. And what the sad part about that late hit and roughing the passer, they find these players. What? Okay, you just penalized me penalize me on the field, but now you're gonna take money out of my damn check. I'm all about the players. So I know everybody say you sing the same old song and dance. No, football is getting harder and harder for me to watch because they keep implementing dumbass rules. I don't even get why people don't understand what I'm talking about. Listen, if I sack a quarterback, there's a rule and it's still in place. I can't put my body weight on them. That's a rule. If you sack a quarterback, how else you going and you tackling him? Your weight sometimes it's going to fall on him. That's a rule. And then what? I don't know how long ago they put this. The dumber ass rule they put out there for some reason. They say you as players are not allowed to say the N word on the field. What? Culturally, that don't make no damn sense. That players used to saying that to their homeboys or whatever, and like that. And you know, and I heard somebody tell me one day. He said, "Hey, it's just like if you was in an office setting, you was at work, you can't say that word." I said, "What? We not in the office setting. We playing hard. Football is strategic. It's a mind. It's playing mind games with the receivers, the tight ends, and the quarterback. Talk your shit. Talk your shit." So I just don't believe that the NFL has my best interest. Football was ruined when they tried to make it friendly for women and children, especially women, to watch. I'm just telling you the truth. Because they wanted that other outlet revenue to come in. Let's sell women clothes to have more women watch the football, get knowledge of football. That's fine. You want women to know the game, but when you piece it to the point where it's soft football, when you just throwing rules, and when now these players are so dumb, NFL Players Association been bought and sold basically. And you say, "Hey, I want this. I can't get." They just do. "Oh, I want to get some marijuana." They give you that bullshit. You should want to have insurance. Then I did hear a couple of people say, "Hey, those players make enough money for their own insurance." If no other league does that, they pay for your insurance once you leave. They don't wait 5 years. Baseball definitely, because baseball got the most powerful union there is. It might not be as popular as football, but baseball union, you can't even budge. I'm advocating players go on strike. Save your money, because this league don't give a shit about you. Non-black players should be able to say it, but for black players, come on, NFL. I know. I know. Is Washington, Baltimore have a good time with Cosby? I don't know. Women know football too. I'm not saying women don't know football. I know a lot of women that have better football takes than these die-hard Bird fans. I get that. So Mean Metal Mike, you're absolutely right. Mean Metal Mike says the MLB and NHL still feels more real than the NFL and NBA. Momo, I have to agree with you with that. Everybody hit those like buttons. I never said women don't know ball. I said the NFL started getting soft when they was targeting women for clothing and have the housewives and those women like that. Football started getting softer. I want to see the hits in these games. this season the NLB owners was about to lock out the NLB players. Yeah, you're right. Have I seen you pun best ever? Have I seen you before? Have you haven't joined my channel before? I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. You know, I I wonder how Tom Brady is keeping himself up right now. He looks like he can still play. Of course, he can play. He can play. They probably can play till they're 80 years old, based on um based on the rules they have. So, pun best ever. I don't know who you are. But subscribe to my channel. Everybody hit those like buttons when you come in here. This is Momo Rants. So my Washington football team. We'll see about free agency. See what they do. The Dallas Cowboys. Um, they didn't get Crosby. I personally don't want Crosby on my team. I'm glad we didn't get him. Oh, we on Washington decided to do this. Well, first of all, we ain't got enough draft picks. Dan Quinn. We only got 6 draft picks this year, and we was not giving up the number one. We need players. After Kobe retired, the NBA has never been the same. Yeah. This is true. So I'm just saying, in a nutshell, is that the clock is ticking for me. Less than 3 years and counting, that I would not be watching another NFL football game unless they change what they do. It's bad. It's bad. And I always try to give people some knowledge about the halftime show. You know what the halftime show was? Can anybody tell me what the halftime show was before all these celebrities? All these celebrities did what they did. Can you tell me what? Tell me what was they doing? Hey, okay. I go. Hey, I got other things I could be doing. So before the NFL started having these halftime concerts or these little mini concerts back in the day, and the halftime show was horrible. The halftime show was nothing but bands or what have you go out there playing a band, and was horrible. There was no entertainment. Everybody was bored to death. Then one day, one Super Bowl Sunday, in living color, decided to put a halftime show on for 30 minutes because that's how long halftime would be. And they did have the show and blew it out the water. Everybody tuned into that in living color with Damian Wayans and the rest of Tommy Davidson and Jamie Foxx and the rest of the crew, Jim Carrey and the rest of the folks. So they got huge ratings over there at the time. Fox was a new network. So and the NFL was so angry and pissed off. So they decided, who can we get to make sure this shit don't happen? Who can we get? And they got the biggest star on the planet. I don't know how much they paid them, because they was paying back then. They were paying these singles or these bands and these groups to go and do the halftime show. They got Michael Jackson. In living color is the reason you have the halftime show you have today. Repeat, in living color changed the game because NFL was not even, they wasn't even having no groups and bands. They had bands like marching bands out there parading around and all that. What's up? Like that. So that being said, When they got Michael Jackson, it blew the roof off. Now, if you watch that Michael Jackson halftime thing, it was out of control because they didn't have a whole lot of security out there too much because you seen at the halftime you see a lot of people was near the stage. I don't know if that was Michael Jackson wanting the kids there, but it was a lot of adults around there. They didn't have a controlled environment at that time. So that being said, I don't see. I'm big on common sense, and I think the NFL has fooled us to make us believe that these rule changes only repeat only on the offense is good. They don't change nothing for the defense. And the crazy part is that NFL is the only league that punish and fine players middle of the week. Fox aired a special live episode of its Living Color to counter the program against CBS halftime show. That was a success, drawing roughly 20 million views away from the game. Yeah, they certainly did. They certainly did. That's why they went and got the biggest star in the world, Michael Jackson. And I will say this in a quote about that subject. So Bad Bunny, the views on Bad Bunny is just crazy. It's in the billions. It's in the billions. So all y'all haters out here think Bad Bunny was bad. Y'all don't know Bad Bunny. Sometimes you got to do your research to understand. Music is international. Bad Bunny did a great job, but those I never heard of Bad Bunny because you have low expectations. Because you're gonna like what you like, and anything else you don't like, you critique it, you criticize it, so to speak. And Bad Bunny, I seen him perform before, not live but on video, no. And I understand his music to a certain degree, but am I the biggest Bad Bunny fan? Nah, I'm not the biggest Bad Bunny fan. No. So the NFL got to top that because music is internationally. So all you idiots out here who believe that I don't understand that music, understand you're not trying to understand because people are so ignorant and believe anything and so gullible. That's how cults get started. You could be the most intelligent person in the world, but you don't read the room, and you don't have the common sense that the Lord and your parents gave you. Mobile was dancing the whole halftime show for Bad Bunny. I was not dancing the whole time show. I was just clapping, throwing my hands up. I was sitting in the chair. I don't know why Oscar's saying that. I was not dancing. That's cute. That's cute. Momo was doing sales in his living room doing the halftime show. Nope, I was in a bar in mid Manhattan, drinking some beers. So what is you talking about, Momo? You prefer mosh pit? I haven't done that. I used to do slam dancing back when I was younger. I tried slam dancing. It was cool. I'm the person who went out because music to me internationally. I love rock bands. I seen Kiss in concert, AC/DC in concert, Twisted Sister, Queen. I can name so many groups I've seen. So what I'm saying to you in a nutshell, the NFL has ruined your brain cells and your mind because y'all believe this is football. What the product they put out there today is nothing but Madden in the real form. If you like Madden football, the video game, that's what you're watching on the field because like I said, I don't want to see no high-scoring game in no football game. If it comes to that, last 3 minutes of the game and 28 points are scored in the last 4 to 6. No, that's not football because the defense is handcuffed. I can't touch you. And referees come on, stop it. Let the players play, get physical. I want a physical game. That I just do. That's why guys that run a 40 and 4.3, 4.4 is the dumbest thing ever because if you run that fast, yeah, you can run that fast. But if somebody's in front of you, can you? No, you can't. Football is strategic. I can't even talk. Oh my God. So end of the day, I watched Momo halftime. Okay, you will. Bad Momo, Bad Bunny collab. There we go. There we go. I look forward to that. Yes, I agree with you. Oh no. Hey, so Punta Ever, are you a member? Are you a member? I'm just saying. Subscribe to my channel. You won't be deserved. And look at my past, the ranks I had done. Now, my Washington football team, they got a lot of work to do for free agency and the draft. So my friend Mark Holmes was running his mouth, and I was typing in his room, "Hey Mark, Crosby just signed with the Ravens," and then he was going on about how he go to the draft and the Cowboys give up this draft capital for Crosby. He wasn't even looking at the comments or looking at his timeline because he had to come across breaking news. If breaking news come across, I was shocked Mark didn't see it. So everybody's telling him, and I was telling them in the chat, what? And I was like, Mark is a good man, good person. He taught me a lot about YouTube and everything. But that's the cardinal sin. Mark didn't do what he normally do. I know, John Gilly, he was locked in because he was definitely locked in. Momo fans got involved with time. Momo fans got involved with time. The NFL is going to protect its investment. Stop with this bullshit. Oh my God. You driving me crazy. Yeah, okay, I'll finish reading. The NFL is going to protect an investment, whatever we like it or not. If you have $1 billion of your money on the line, I'm sure you'll understand. That okay. So that gives me to my major question, Jimbo. Are these NFL teams making billions of dollars? I'm talking about taking home. I ain't talking about what they earn. I'm talking about what they make. They actually make. They clear. Are they not making billions of dollars? Hell yeah. You can look online. Look online and say, I see it all the time. I look online. Or this team only made $230 million that year. Which is a damn lie. What company, I repeat, I say this all the time, what company and what individual going to really tell you how much money they make? What person in their right mind, you walking down, you know you're going to say, man, how much money you got in your bank? How much money you got in your pocket? Nobody's going to tell you the truth. Why would they? It's none of your damn business. That's like all companies. They say it's a domain that they have to put out there. No, they don't. They will put up a lie. No company does that. But you got these boo-boos, the dumb motherfuckers out here to believe this bullshit that these NFL teams going to put out how much they made during the year. They're not. They're going to throw a number out there and make you and people believe the numbers. Just like the number, I said it, and I'm going to keep saying this. When they said that the players make 48% of the revenue of the NFL, where they do that at? Where the hell do they do that at? Where all the players in the NFL make 48% of the revenue. No company's doing that. You're not gonna make because they could. If anything, it's 70. Stop it. The union, the union is so. The NFL players union is so bad. How's that possible? How they gonna get 48% when the union ain't shit? What is the percentage of the sales of the likeness of the jerseys or they numbers which they play and they name on the back? How much money are they getting out of that? Come on, people. Stupidity grows and grows in this country. Like I said this, and I'm getting off topic. Hey Mo, you like I do like Star Wars, but Star Wars is shit right now because when Disney took over it, they didn't know what to do with it. Disney Star Wars ain't good no more. I know they got an animation coming out because I keep up with the shit called Darth Maul. I mean, Darth Maul was a popular character, and I think Darth Maul and he got killed. So they're gonna have a Darth Maul character that we all know died. Why would I watch the animation of a character that already is dead? It's just stupid. Star Wars has died years ago because they don't know what to do with Star Wars. They really don't. Mm-mm. Star Wars is dead. And this Mandalorian and Goku over that, I ain't watching that shit. I watched the first 3 seasons. It's fine. After that, nah, I ain't watching that. Nope. What's up, Marcus? I didn't say hi to you, man. I didn't see you up there. What I was saying, what's this? What you said? Stop crying for millionaires. I'm not crying for millionaires, bro. I ain't crying for millionaires. I'm well compensated in my life, and so I don't worry about another man's pockets. All I'm saying, the product on the field is suffering because of the rules they put out there. The football that I love, it's not there no more. Because I don't want to see a 55-54 game. That's not football. That's Madden numbers. That's video game numbers. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see a team score 21, both teams scoring a combination of 30 points in the last 6 minutes. What? That's not football to me. That's video game shit. So you could go ahead and enjoy that shit. Now, my team does it. Of course, I'm going to cheer and root. But deep inside, I hate that shit. Marcus chilling, watching the I don't know about all that, Gilly. Money ruins sports, sadly. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I understand Gilly, Arthur Morgan, and all that. So I'm just saying for me, me and Marcus disagree, and we're going to totally disagree on players. It's a player should get their, Marcus said, players should go and get their own insurance. Him and Lloyd said that shit one day on Lloyd's channel. I was like, what? Get their own insurance? What? What? You're not paying the players hardly any money. So you tell me. So a third string player who's third on the depth chart, making less than $400,000 a year, should get his own insurance. No, NFL at a certain point you should supply teams with insurance because they out there taking the risk. Ain't no owner out there hitting nobody. Ain't no coaches out there hitting nobody. So so they should get insurance because they taking all the risk. Football is not a contact sport; it's a collision sport. So football is about, especially on the offensive line and the defensive line, is pushing a man against his will. When you can do that and push a man a couple yards down the field, you establish your power and your will over that said individual. How you say your name? Punt. Best ever. Best ever. Here's the thing. They not millionaires. They billionaires. Let's get that straight. And then degenerate. And so not everybody is going to save their money correctly. I always put this. I always say this, and I always going to say this, and I always continue to say it. Not everybody understand how to do finances. They just don't. They want to be accepted by their friends and family, and not everybody can do that. And I get it. So if you're a millionaire and you are dumb, that is not the owner's fault. That's hint digs were a rebel. Okay, let me explain something to you. These players, just because you do something with your money and you go broke or for investment, spending too much, not saving your money, not investing in the right way. Do some zooms now, Momo. Do Zoom now, Momo. What you mean, Chris? I think I saw a post where there was an NFL player who retired in the 30s or late 20s, and he could barely walk down the stairs. AK Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell is one of the greatest running back in a short period of time. He had the NFL in the chokehold. The man barely could walk. Nobody's. Richardson is Dallas is intimate. Stay tuned. No, it's not intimate because Washington could get them. You got too many teams that wants our defense in. And veterans get the VA. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah. So that being said, Washington is going to do what they got to do. I think Washington's in the mix with Hendrickson or the tackle Jalen from Philadelphia. So you know, Cowboys have more to offer, Momo. Yeah, it's just like you. Come on now, stop it, stop it, stop it. Best ever, stop it, Marcus, just stop it. You letting your fandom get in the way. That's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody knows the team. Everybody is a capologist. They know the cap. Boys, we should spend this, that. Stop it. Y'all guys don't know anything because the NFL can truly be said. I said this analogy a long time ago, and it goes for football. So you know how I knew TV come out, it's the best thing. When they had the VCR, the DVD, the Blu-ray player. When Blu-ray player came out, that shit was like $600. Who sets the market for the price? The companies. The companies set a price, just like the cell phones or these units. They set the price because it doesn't really cost that much money to make these chips or make a phone. It really don't. It's pennies on the dollars. They really don't make a lot of. You don't make a lot of money. You just don't. Programming the phone, putting chips, transistors, and all this other stuff. They set the market. The NFL can clearly raise the salary cap or how they wanted to raise. They can put the salary cap at $700 million if they wanted to. But they won't. It's called greed, people. They set the market. Every company and every business, they set the market to what they want. They're already greedy. They got billions and billions of dollars coming in. They can sell the salary cap to $300 million today for each team, but they won't. It's called greed, America. Greed, America. The Diggs brothers wear rubber for the game. That's why they're always jumping on the pile. Okay. Capitalism, my friend. Capitalism is a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's what they say. But capitalism also can kill a company or kill a business. When you that greedy and you could constantly being greedy, it can fail. The Cowboys need to stop playing and draft Mercer Delane out of LSU. Dudes are All-American in the SEC, so you know he's a baller. Not necessarily, because that's what the problem with people. They look at college football players and how good they was in college, or he could do this and do that. When they get to the NFL, they get blindsided. So I believe, unfortunately, what's going to happen in college football, if that executive order, which I think the executive order comes sometime next week or the next week and a half, these young men in college, they ain't gonna get that NIL. That NIL money is gonna be almost. It's still NIL money will be there, but they won't get much as they was getting. They won't get no $5 million. They won't be getting no $3 million. If that executive order, which everybody knows is coming, so when you have the SEC, the guy in charge of SEC and the ACC and all these universities come up complaining with the boosters giving money, extra money to the players on the team. The game's going to change because they're not going to get all this money. They're going to rip that money away for these young men who, in my opinion, deserve it. So when that president do the executive order, it's gonna be sad. And shame on these universities for doing that. I wouldn't give a damn. If I play football, and it's a physical sport, I'm just one hit away being crippled. Well, I'm going to end this, and I appreciate everybody coming in. I thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. Pun best ever, Gilly, Jimbo, and everybody in here. Chris, appreciate y'all. I'm going to end it.